You are about to enter Chuck versus the podcast, the place for people who love Chuck and the people who work on Chuck. The only show that takes you behind the scenes with the stars.
Yvonne Strahovski.
Zachary Levi. Joshua Gomez.
Ryan McParland.
Adam Balba.
Sarah Lancaster.
Interactive interviews.
Julia Ling.
Phil Clemmer.
All the cast.
Dixon High. Tony Hale. Scott Krinsky. Mark Christopher Lawrence.
Anita Federici.
Fun hosts.
This is Mel. This is Liz. Now you can see how wacko we are.
The writers.
Allie Adler. Scott Rosenbaum. Zev Barrow.
The editors.
Matt Barber. Jeff Granville. Kevin Mock.
Contests.
We are giving away a Chuck press kit.
The directors.
Jason Ensley. Norman Buckley.
The guest stars.
Steve Austin.
Kristen Group.
The music.
This is Tim Jones.
Guest hosts.
I'm Kaylee from Toronto.
Conventions.
Lights come up, and here comes Jester out on stage.
Set visits.
This is the guy right here.
And much more. Are you ready?
This is Mel.
This is Liz.
And we want to welcome you to Chuck versus the Podcast number 61 for Wednesday, June 30th, 2010. It's full summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and we are whiling away our days by the pool, drinking margaritas, and soaking up the rays.
Yee-hoo!
Wait a minute. Where's Gray?
Where is Gray? Uh-oh. I think he's been captured by the ring. Oh, no! Okay, not really. But he probably feels like he has, since he has to spend the next month tied to his chair trying to cram 9 days worth of work into each week. Yikes. He'll be on hosting hiatus for the month of July while he works on a project for Animal Planet, but we'll do our best to pick up the slack.
Like reporting the news. We don't have a lot to talk about because Chuck is on hiatus, but there are a few items we can discuss. Zachary Levi was at the Monte Carlo Television Festival earlier in June to promote Chuck in Europe as part of his Zach Tours Europe extravaganza. He posted a lot of photos and videos and stuff on his Facebook page, so if you didn't get a chance to check those out, you ought to go over there. Anyway, while he was there, he talked to journalists from several different countries and gave them some insight into season 3, which is just starting to air across the pond, and talked about the fan campaign for a 4th season and kissing Yvonne Strahovski and other important things like that. You can find one such interview, it's the SFX interview, posted at chucktv.net.
Awesome. And Zach came home just in time for E3. Yoo-hoo! He and Joshua Gomez, being the gaming geeks that they are, hit up the convention where they tried out some of the latest video game technology, including the Nintendo 3DS. Nerd heaven, and I am jealous.
It got rave reviews. I guess it was what took E3 by storm.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, Warner Brothers announced that the Season 3 DVD and Blu-ray sets will go on sale September 7th, and you can pre-order those now via Chuckazon at chuckpodcast.com or on chucktv.net. That release date does lead us to speculate that Season 4 will premiere either September 20th or 27th, because DVDs normally come out 1 to 2 weeks before the next season. So that's what we're guessing right now. NBC has not announced it officially, however.
Well, and Chuck has been nominated for 3 Teen Choice Awards. Way to go, Chuck. They're nominated in these categories. Choice TV Show for Action, Choice TV Actor Action, which is Zachary Levi, and Choice TV Actress in Action, which is Yvonne Strahovski. Well earned, I might say, especially last season, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Yeah. Teens can vote daily at teenchoiceawards.com and then watch the broadcast at Fox on Monday, August 9th.
I'm really pleased to see that Yvonne Strahovski got some recognition there. She absolutely deserves it.
Yeah, for Action. Oh, absolutely. I'm still picturing that scene of her coming out from underneath that Jeep.
Yeah, very, very cool. Now, one of the most asked questions from the Chuck season finale was, where can I find the jacket Chuck was wearing? Not who's Mama Bartowski, but where's the jacket? Okay, Mama Bartowski maybe had more inquiries, but there were several of you who wondered about the coat Chuck was wearing in those last couple of episodes. So we asked costume designer Robin Lewis where she got it, and she kindly responded and let us know that it is by G-Star Raw, and she purchased it at the G-Star store on Melrose in LA. The line is available across the country in stores, nationwide and even internationally, but it looks like that particular style is part of an older collection that's not in stores anymore. There are some other options that are similar by G-Star, so you can maybe see if you can find something that's close enough for your taste, or check eBay if you really want one. Maybe somebody's clearing out their closet and doesn't need theirs anymore. So G-Star Raw, that's who it was by.
When in doubt, eBay. Anyway, the T2 convention in the UK went down a couple weeks ago with Adam Baldwin and Bonita Federici. Yvonne was supposed to attend, but filming for The Killer Elite conflicted, and she had to cancel, sadly. However, Julia Ling stepped in and at the last minute, and she sounds like she did a great job. Reports from convention goers say that everyone was a blast, and Adam Baldwin even sang a little on stage. Julia Ling gave a sword demonstration one evening, and that was a big hit too. So, sounds like it was a great time for everybody. Surprise visit from Julia.
Yeah.
But now it's time to hear from you guys.
All right. We've got some listener emails, just a couple this week, but we wanted to answer your questions. The first one is from Dylan, our old buddy from Minneapolis, or a young buddy, actually. He says, I had a question from the 60th podcast. You were talking about Chuck's mom in the spy lair. How do we know that Chuck's mom was ever there or even knew about it? If it was because of the piece of the necklace, remember that it was broken and Stephen could have put it there for Chuck, and that is why he left the box out. Also, about the lair, how do we know that Hydra is another person and not just another alias for Papa B? Just a thought from Dylan in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Good questions, Dylan. We don't know if Mama Bartowski ever knew about the lair, the vault underneath the Bartowski family home. I don't think it has anything to do with the necklace. I think the necklace was just for, we saw that in the flashback so that we would be able to quickly identify who the mysterious woman was that got the phone call at the end of the episode. But as far as Hydra goes, there's been some work on that in the season 4 speculation thread on the ChuckTV.net forum, where they've been working out, going back through screen caps and finding as many of those names as they can and trying to, kind of piece some things together. All of the names that are on those boxes are constellation names. Of course, so is Orion. So it would seem logical then that they are part of some sort of a team, some sort of a group. And I don't know. I just don't see Orion being the kind of person who has more than one constellation alias, more than one real name alias. Yeah. But as far as a code name, I don't really think so. So that's my thought. I think that all of those boxes are about different people that were part of some organization that Papa Bartowski worked with, and he was then investigating and left all of the information down below.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know how you guys come up with this stuff. My mind just freezes. You guys are awesome. I can't, I don't know, my brain doesn't work that way or something. I don't.
It's the hive mind. It's the collective work of a group of Chuck fans that get on and start piecing things together. And then, I repeat it and I'm smart.
All right.
That's my big secret.
All right. If not for the fans, huh?
Indeed.
Well, Philly Mom 2 sent in an email to us, and it's kind of long, and we like the long ones. Philly Mom says, Hi, Mel, Gray, and Liz. Just finished listening to the latest podcast, and I was very excited to hear the writers are back. I had an intriguing thought when you all were discussing the last scene of the finale with Mama B and whether she is ring or not, or ring or not ring, etc. Mel said something about Orion using another spy to protect Mama B all this time, or at least keeping tabs on her. That reminded me of the nagging feeling I've had since the end of season 2 that Bryce Larkin is still alive. It seemed that Bryce and Orion had some history, more than what was explained at the time, so now I'm thinking that Bryce could somehow play into this whole Bartowski spy family legacy. What do you think of the possibility that Bryce Larkin might in fact be the one that Orion has been trusting to keep an eye on Mama Bartowski. I know Matt Bomer is busy with White Collar, but he could certainly pop over to Chuck for a few guest appearances now and then. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks so much for keeping the podcast going through the summer. It definitely makes the Chuckless Mondays of summer go by quicker. Kind of like being away at summer camp and getting a great care package from home full of your favorite treats. Regards, Philly Mom 2. Well, thanks, Philly Mom 2. I like being referred to as a treat. Yeah, I know Bryce Larkin coming back. Of course, anything is possible, but based on some interviews that I've seen Matt do, he's been asked that question, and he would not be opposed to the idea, but so far it's not in the cards.
I don't know. I see the logic in what she's put together there, but I don't know. It does seem like Bryce has been involved in the Bartowski family, the hidden part of the Bartowski family, and we just keep finding out more and more about that. But I don't know. I think he's actually dead this time.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there were references to him, but as far as him physically coming back, I don't see it happening.
Maybe in a flashback. That way we could have Scott Bakula come back as well.
Yeah. Oh, we can't go there right now.
No.
Okay.
No. It's a good theory.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up our listener emails for this time around. So we want to just quickly thank our sponsors. We've got moviemorons.com. It's a podcast about film. You can check that out. They'll be talking about all the summer blockbusters, moviemorons.com. And SyrianJunkies.de. It's the largest German language television site out there. They've got all kinds of goodies, including a new webcast of their own, SyrianJunkies.de.
Hello, this is Christina Caramel from Serien Junkies TV. Are you addicted to TV shows? Be our guests and learn the latest news and reflections on what's going on in the world of TV series. Well, our show is in German, but maybe you want to drop in anyway? Then visit www.serienjunkies.de and watch out for our video podcast. See you.
We do have a spoiler to share. A spoiler, only one. Surprisingly enough, at this time of the year, it's kind of funny to know that we have one spoiler out there. But if you want to stay spoiler free, now is the time to turn us off, shut us down, disengage, whatever you need to do. And remember, if you have any questions or comments to share, please email us at mail@chuckpodcast.com.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
All right, and we are back with our sole spoiler that we can share at this point. The first season 4 spoiler comes in the form of the title for the premiere episode when the series comes back. It's Chuck versus the Anniversary. Mm-hmm. That has sent a lot of people to speculating on ChuckTV.net and elsewhere. The speculations for what the anniversary is referring to range from the first time Chuck and Sarah met, which of course was in September, and the show does like to do, kind of stick with the timeline, the real life timeline of when it's airing. So that's a possibility. It could also be Chuck's birthday, because we know that's in September, as is Zach's. Another speculation was that it was the anniversary of the day that Mama Bartowski left, although that was in October, so there's some, conflict there about whether or not that's what it's referring to. Or it could be something we haven't even heard of yet, which makes speculating kind of difficult. But that is our first spoiler, and, in a drought, people will latch onto that, and we've got I think we're getting close to 100 comments on that thread now. People trying to think what it could possibly be. So Chuck versus the Anniversary is the season 4, episode 1 title.
Awesome. Well, it's time for us to head back to the pool. I'm going to put my glasses back on because it's pretty sunny out there. I'm going to grab my little martini here. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back with interviews and news throughout the summer, plus our big Comic-Con episode in July. Be watching out for that. Be sure to subscribe to our RSS feeds on Blip TV, chuckpodcast.com and chucktv.net so you don't miss anything. Cheers.
See ya.